Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we're going to be doing On the Edge. So this one is usually standard, except it's limited to the last 3 sets. In this case, last 3.5 sets. So we're going to be playing with Brothers War, Phyrexia All Will Be One, and March of the Machine plus Aftermath. So for this one, I would not be surprised if everyone's playing some sort of toxic. So we're gonna be doing battles here. So pretty much our anti-toxic strat is 4 copies of Hex Gold Slash, some early removal, 4 copies of Volcanic Spite because we do want to shuffle through cards quite a bit, 2 copies of Invasion of Tarkir just for extra burn, but hopefully we do get to flip this, 3 copies of Brotherhood's End. They tend to go white, especially the versions with white, and a few copies of Volt Charge, though you probably don't want to be proliferating your battle counters with this. You can proliferate your Migloss Maze Crusher oil counters here. So that said, our way of crushing through is Migloss Maze Crusher, Kenra Spell Spear. This one's very annoying, especially when it gets flipped. Just to say that we added 1 card from Aftermath, we are adding 1 Nissa Resurgent Animist, and it's actually quite fine because we do have quite a bit of landfall here. We don't exactly have any elf or elemental cards here though. Okay, our only elemental is from Invasion is Zendikar, so that doesn't count. Oh yeah, we also have 2 copies of Invasion of Karsus, also a board wipe. But otherwise, it's pretty much just focused on getting our battles through and ramping up to a tally. So we're gonna see how this one goes. I guess we could make some adjustments to indeed add said extra elves, though I think it's more likely to be adding extra elementals in this case. Even then, like Rouse Reinforcements is actually a sorcery card, so that one that Nissa doesn't fetch that. So a little bit of awkwardness there. Actually, most of Aftermath feels like an afterthought, if you ask me. Anyway, definitely keeping this one. We got the early Invasion of Urgamon. We might end up depending on what our opponent casts. Okay, so this is gonna be soldiers. We definitely want to ramp up to a tally. We only have 3 copies of those, so we're actually gonna just invade first. Next turn, we probably do Migloss into Volt Charge, I suppose. Yeah, that's a Harbin. There's an argument for just sniping it right away, but I think we can take the damage for now. Let's just go Migloss first. Let's see what our opponent... Because we can just give this some Vigilance and Menace later, so that should slip through here. Opponent going for another Yoshin Frontliner, just taking the tree. Well, there's our other alternate plan. We can Brotherhood's End to wipe the board. I'm going to actually, because I can also do the +2, but this doesn't really have trample per se. We can't just give it Vigilance and Menace. Then we just we'll just punch, see what happens. Opponent might have a bounce spell. That is what it is. I just want to use this as discovery. In fact, we can probably... Oh, that was fast. Opponent probably didn't realize that Tarkir is a 5 defense battle, so we're not actually going to pop it. We probably would have popped it with maybe a Volt Charge. In fact, it's a trick, though that one is actually super weird. Actually, we could have done the +1/+2, then hit and get our dragon that way. We are kind of just waiting on that. Anyway, that was probably way too fast. Hey, we did get a very nice card style. Usually I do like to invest in the Phyrexian font ones, unlike some of the other card styles that we've gotten recently that are it's fine. It's just that I wish the card was actually playable. You get the idea. What do we have for this one? Yeah, fine. Evolving Wilds. Hold up. There are gonna be times when we do want to bin Italy, so we need to keep that in mind. Oh yeah, and also this is a format where you do have both Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse, so that's one way out of your mana. That's one way to. So this is a. Okay, so this is the toxic deck we've been talking about. Probably gonna be on the lookout for an actual board wipe. There's our Brotherhood's End. That is a board wipe we can count on. So we might actually want to pitch the Italy. Yeah, let's pitch the Italy for now. Okay, get ourselves in our Evolving Wilds. This should put some fear in our opponent. Let's see what our opponent drops instead. Jawbone Duelist. Okay, hit our Copperline Gorge. We can drop Migloss right now. I'm actually I'm thinking if I want our opponent to just. I'll just drop Migloss right now. We probably will just take the next hit. Venerated Rot Priest, that's fine. We have to pay attention. Oh no, they went shields down. Okay, so we can Brotherhoods end this one. And this is double strike, so we'll actually go Corrupted. Now let's see, my turn. Now we could just hit and then just cast, but I think I'm going to just keep it simple. Get our quick. Then we'll probably shooter up. We'll probably pitch Evolving Wilds, shooter up Tarkir. Karsus is also another good one, but I think our opponent's exhausted quite enough of their cards. Hold on, let's see. Karsus, 3 damage each creature, each planeswalker. It has a nice ward flip. I think we go for Karsus. Also, it's also nice that all our battles have high enough toughness so that Invasion doesn't kill them, Brotherhood's End doesn't kill them, opponent concedes. Yeah, that. Probably my extreme disdain for Toxic. Could I get away with not running Hexgold Slash? Probably not. You really want to have some early interaction. It's not just for the toxic creatures. Sometimes your opponent might have other stuff. You do want to be able to burn through some of them. So far, liking this one, and we're only just 8 minutes in. We'll probably do about another 2 games. Actually, I was testing one early version of this. It didn't have as much removal. It even had Stoke the Flame, so I could probably just burn the battle directly. Nope, those were way too slow. Okay, so this time we have the Hexgold Slash opening, so we probably want to run Evolving Wilds first and get our double. That depends what our opponent drops. Let's see. Opponent also into battles. We will. Maybe. No, there's no guarantee that we're gonna hit our next mana, so we probably do want to hit this one. Opponent opens up into a Wary Thespian. We probably will just burn that one. It will give our opponent multiple surveils. We'll see if though I don't think our opponent is in any position to take advantage of that. Yeah, if they didn't surveil the first one, they're not going to surveil the second one. Oh, they did surveil the second one. Okay, so they were expecting to hit hard, but they didn't get it. Karsus. Okay, so we're not Hexgold slashing that one. I would like to play this one. I think realistically with Volcanic Spite, Bin Etali, because we are a long ways away. Yeah, Big Loss is a better fit here. We might be in trouble if our opponent's actual mid-range, because that was our last big converter beast. Well, sure, we can cast that. They will still get the incubate token. It's still gonna be quite huge. But we can play Megloss. And we can actually bin 3 counters on this to destroy it, though it is quite expensive. Opponent might just have removal. Yeah, now here's Warcrafting. We're gonna be taking 5. So yeah, our problem is gonna be actual mid-range. And also missing land drops is kind of painful too. Well, we did hit the second one. Let's see if they have another Warcrafting. I do have a few copies of this one. This is an option. I kind of sidelined it because I was aiming more against the Go White Swarm. So one is to Luca bound to Ruin. Does this have a fight? Deals X damage, so opponent can go -4, where X is the greatest power. Yeah, our opponent can just do the -4 kill Migloss right away. I actually considered Luca also. So we are in real trouble. No, not gonna lie. If our opponent does something else, then that's another story. We can... Most likely they do the -4. I think they even paid full price for it. They're definitely going to do the -4. We might have to just use Brotherhood's End at this point. So it's super awkward. Actually, we could have done that earlier. It's a nice thing though. It does give us an out to incubate tokens. So, opponent adding a lot of mana. Maybe they found their own Etali. Nope, just another converter beast. This is gonna be super awkward. Opponent gonna transform it right away. Yeah, but realistically, we're probably not gonna win considering how we barely developed our mana and all that. Oh, got Oregon Highlands. So. Gonna snipe the Luca, just get out of the way. It's unlikely that we're going to hit. We would have needed another Hexgold Slash. Evolving Wilds. Probably gonna chomp. Yeah, we're not gonna find anything with the second ability, but we still get mana. Which is important. So probably gonna just play Invasion for the treasure token and not discard a card. We're going to accept that I'll try to take the one hit. If our opponent has a pump or a burn spell, so be it. Can't really do anything about that. Opponent does not. We are one short on Etali though. So I could still hold this one and just do the double block that way, so we're gonna pass. Rampaging, so it does have haste. We just need one more mana, but we can at least chump block. So So we're gonna see if we can survive this. We hope we don't hit the land, we hit the Volcanic Spike. So this one, we're gonna nope, there's our land. Well, we were so behind in lands for a long time, so that was a bit awkward. But we so that's the breaks there. Alternately, I could have just yeah. Alternately, I probably should have just targeted this one. See if I hit into another burn spell. We do have quite a bit of those. We so that would have been the plan. Yeah, honestly, I think the better play was actually to just Brotherhood's End right away. Play the Migloss afterwards when they. So that's something to keep in mind if we're facing off against future red green mid range, and I suspect we're gonna find a lot of those. So yeah, we're definitely keeping this one. Got some. We got an. We got some. We got early plays. We can. Lots of early plays, in fact. So let's see what our opponent's turn 2 play is. Gonna just use it right away because I can. So if I do play Volcanic Spite, okay, no Volcanic Spite there. I will play Migloss. Let's bait up. If the opponent has counters, we definitely want to get those out of the way. Reject Imperfection, sure. I think our opponent's playing just a basic Toxic deck. Blue-black Toxic is a thing. Let's see if they do have a counter spell for this. Probably should. So depending on what our opponent does, we can actually just Volcanics. I kind of want to hold this up just in case, but there is a very good chance we probably want to just Volcanic Spite this now. Yeah, this looks like... Yeah, because this is mostly spell-based. I'm going to play a Kenra Spell Spear, see if our opponent has a response to this. Not going to flip it right away, because some opponent definitely has a lot of things that they want to play in. I'm going to see if... Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. They might just have another counter spell or whatnot, but we have to get them out of the hand. Yep, Reject Imperfection, just get out of the way. Now they do have a trick where they could. Yeah, running into back-to-back rejects is a problem. Probably want to save this. I'm sure our opponent wants to create a few of these. And it also thins out their deck a bit. It's a shame that Brotherhood's End doesn't hit battles. I'm trying to... And our opponent still has quite the grip, which is also an issue. Yeah, this is an artifact. This is not an artifact. I'm just gonna play this now, but if our opponent just happens to have the third counter spell, well, no, they didn't. But that would usually be their game plan. Opponent goes Experimental Augury. Yeah, they're just gonna start burning, draw and the free proliferate is gonna kill us here. We would need a way to exile, but I did not consider that in the game plan. Thankfully, we're only getting hit for 1. But yeah, the proliferate actually ruins this quite a bit because it actually makes it harder for us. We would need to burn right away. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this here, but this is practically a lost game. It We did get controlled out. The back to the two counter spells really messed us up quite good there. I'm trying to wonder if we really had a chance in that. Not really. We could only stave it off so much, but without a way to exile the now there is an aftermath card that does exile graveyard, so that is a way. Or there is a green creature that is a way around it. We can kind of add that instead of saying Nissa, for example. I'm willing to keep this because our opponent mulled. Also, we are missing the double red, but we can buy quite a bit of time until then. It's also tempting to just wait for them to cast, but more often than not, they just simply don't. Opponent goes into Spell Spear again. This time we now have an excuse to tark here. Still need one more mana for into Rouse Reinforcements. Yeah, we just need one more mana. I guess we can Volcanic Spite something. We probably should. And since we have Karsus, I probably will bin the Brotherhood's End. Perfect. Evolving Wilds is actually fine here. Let's see what... Now our opponent can just start beating us down with Mishra's Factory, so... Yeah, it is a bit more expensive to activate, so that's something to consider. You probably wanted to auto-tap if you wanted to make this 4. Well, we were not going to burn it anyway. But we should keep it in mind that we probably do want to burn. In the meantime, we do want to play Invasion of Zendikar. Let's just get all our... Let's get as many of our mountains out of the way as well. So I think our opponent is going to activate Mishra's Foundry. Mishra's Factory was the good one. Rouse Reinforcements. Let's... what we're actually going to do is we're going to take this and just burn one of the other ones, because we know Stoke the Flames is 4 mana. By taking out one of the untapped ones, we limit their Stoke the Flames ability. So let's see. I'm gonna do this one first, then see if I can get her. That should get us a 4/4. We'll see. We'll try to hit. Then we'll hit Tark here. So I'm gonna hold up the Volcanic Spite here. I could also just cast Invasion of Karsus. Yeah, let's just reset their world. If they have a burn, if it enables a burn spell afterwards, so be it. We will have a burn spell of our own. Yeah, they're gonna do their own Volcanic Spite. Monastery Swift Spear. It's 2 mana to activate, sure. We're gonna take 3. So I'm gonna see ward, pay 2 life, deal 2 damage to each opponent. I say we no, I say we Volcanic Spike Tarkir. Decline. So we're going to see what our opponent does. If they start casting a series of spells, we'll probably just burn. That is the one argument. This is the one argument for not. No, that is the one argument for not going after it right away. We could have gone at it at instant speed. Yeah, we didn't. We made a mistake. That was a critical mistake, to be honest. Opponent's now gonna start going at us. Complete with. No, they're still missing mana, so no big buff quite yet. But yeah, I guess we do have. We will start We will start trying to thin the deck a bit, but we might be dead. Monster is Swift Spear, so that's 3 into 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're down to 4. Board wipe not gonna quite do. Yeah, so that one we overplayed ourselves. We have to remember Nahi's War Crafting's a thing. Thankfully, Ekali is also a thing. So we got ourselves. We're gonna borrow their mechanic. Well, sequencing doesn't matter so much. Now, what the thing is, we're still technically dead. Yeah, opponent just had the Stoke the Flame straight burn. So yeah, our goof up there was not being patient. We did not need to. We did not need to open up our dragon to sorcery speed removal of all things. Yeah, and it's getting quite dark. I'm going to play one more. I'm gonna play one more and then call it a night. It's actually middle of the day, but it is awfully dark here. Let's just do one more. There is that bright enough? Maybe. Looks bright enough. How do I look? Ooh, way too bright. There. Kind of brings me back to the old days when I was still doing it at the old place, dark room and all that. So, this one's a gamble. But we just have Spell Spirit. This one doesn't really do much. We can wipe the board. I kind of want to mulligan that. Okay, this one's more reasonable. We probably bin the Volt Charge. It's also been the so I'm taking a guess on what kind of deck our opponent has. I probably bin the Volt Charge here. So we'll do the Rugged Highlands first. See what our opponent opens up into. If our opponent drops Crawling Chorus, actually I guess we do Kenra Spell Spear. Opponent might have an ossification that is going to be a problem. No Jawbone Duelist. That said, our opponent could just pump this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just activate this now. And just hold back. I want to convince our opponent to start dumping stuff on the board. Invasion of Karsus actually works here because this is a non-creature spell, so we will buff this up to a 5/5. See what our opponent goes. Rot Priest. So it's gonna have to be a pump effect. We will take. I suspect our opponent might also have something that makes things indestructible, so let's keep that in mind. But let's go Karsus first. We will. Now, if they have a way to protect, that is their chance. Otherwise, I end up actually flipping Karsus. I might. Yep, they haven't. It's hexproof, indestructible. I'm trying to think if they. They can block it, but all the damage still goes through no matter what. So we are able to give ourselves a refraction elemental. This is gonna be the ultimate test because oh, opponent forgot about the ward. They could still have an escape, so going to do a volt charge here first. Oh, I think. Oh, he let it through. Okay. And the opponent concedes. We actually had enough to punch through. Woo! Okay. Well, at the very least, we did have at least 2 successful games against our destined nemesis. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Yeah, let's claim that. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck on the edge, and yeah, take care of the rest of the week. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are, and have a great rest of the week, everyone. Do take care.